guys, I'm Ramya and this is my first YouTube video and I will be showing you how I beat my face. So basically I did my makeup yesterday. I did a full face and I thought I got all of it off, but you can see there's a little bit of kind of like eyeliner residue, so I'm just going to take that off now using the micellar water and a little cotton pad. I'm just going to take it off. Hey, so I tried to get most of the eyeliner off and I'm ready. My face is clean. I don't prime and I don't moisturise, and the reason being is just because I haven't really had to. Like, my makeup usually stays on all day, but since it's getting hotter I might venture into priming and just see what's out there. I have actually got a primer. It's this e.l.f. one. So yeah, you can tell me in the comments below if this e.l.f. one's actually, if it's good. So for foundation, I use the Milani and I mix it with the Revolution collection because this one's a bit lighter and I quite like mixing lately, so I'm just going to mix those. I also don't do, I'm literally breaking all the makeup rules, but I don't do brows before either. I do foundation literally before everything. I'm just going to go in by putting it on my hand, and I normally just do that and put it on my face. I did that the other day and it went all over my top and my top was white as well. So yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare. So lessons learned, just put it on your hand like that. And then I go in with a brush first. I go in with a brush first because I used to have a buffing brush, and when I used it, it tended to soak up like literally all of the product. So I've gone back into just using a flat brush, and also I use a beauty blender. So one sec, I'm just going to get something for my hair. Okay, hang on. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's better. Anyway, I didn't show it, but I did mix in the other colour as well. And I know your girl looks like a bit crazy right now, but trust me, when this whole face is complete, you are going to look like a baddie. You know they say, trust the process. Trust the process? Yes! Trust the process. Oh my gosh, I literally can't even edit, so I don't know how I'm going to edit that in. But I'm done with the foundation. That literally took so much longer than expected because I just talked too much. But now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I literally use a pencil. Sometimes I use this little thing, which is like a little powder. Oh, that's so dirty. Sorry, that's gross. Just this little powder. I sometimes use that as well, just to define the shape and stuff. But I literally just go in, right, and just follow the natural shape. But I quite like it when it's arched, like that. Like, you know, just like slightly arched. Up. Follow your natural kind of brow shape. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and finish this off camera because I need to concentrate. What I use to conceal is the e.l.f. concealer. And I think this is such a good, especially affordable as well, a very affordable concealer, and the wand is just, oh, look at it. It is so perfect. I love the shape of the wand so much. So I usually just go in like this. And I also go on top. Okay. And then I use this small brush to just carve it. So I'm going to go and carve both of them and then I'll come back. So I haven't fully finished, but I just wanted to come and show you how to get the concealer blended back into your skin once you're carving them out. I just go in with a beauty blender. I can literally zoom. I don't know why I'm just moving it in circles. Hang on. I just go in with a beauty blender and just wipe away all of the concealer, but be very, very careful because you don't want to ruin all that work that you've just done. So take your time with it, because you don't want to have to go, ah, no, I've just ruined everything. Like, just take your time with it, okay? And as you can see, you can just, you know, and then blend it all in. So now I'm gonna contour my face. I use the Born This Way concealer, which just has the most flawless finish. It just looks so stunning on the skin. And I apply this all the way, whereas I know some people like to do it like this. You know, some people like it like that, but I like it all the way, so I'm putting it all the way. And I recommend getting a concealer that's a little bit lighter than your foundation, because the whole point of concealing is that it brings attention to like the centre parts of your face. So when it's a bit lighter, your eyes get more stand out, your eyes stand out more, your brows stand out more, your lips stand out more, like everything in the centre of your face will stand out more. So that's why I recommend using a bit of a lighter concealer. Hey guys, so I'm currently just blending in the concealer, and I also moved the camera because I think the lighting's a little bit better here. But anyway, so the whole point of concealing, and contouring as well for that matter, is that it just brings back the structure in your face, and it just accentuates the natural high points of your face, basically. And that's why people conceal and contour. So I'm going to give you some pro tips. Right, so now that's done, I'm going to move on to contouring. So for contouring, I use a stick. That's just like literally one from like the Swindon outlet. And I also use a shadowy palette as well. And I will show you how I do it. So what you need to do is drag it from where your ear starts all the way down. So you follow the natural direction of your ear, like that. So my ear will be there, and then I just follow it, so it's like that. Okay? And then I put it on top as well, because like I said, the whole point is that you draw attention to the centre, so the middle should be lighter, and the kind of where the shadows would hit your face should be darker. And I go in with a brush to just kind of like blend it. And I know you're thinking, Romeo, what? You look so crazy. You look like muddy, you look crazy. But no, trust the process, guys. Like, seriously. And literally, like, there's many times where I've done my makeup, Vali will come in the room, she'll be like, Romeo, what? Are you okay? And I'll be like, trust the process, Val. You've got to trust it, you know. It takes time. These things take time. So you just have to blend everything out like this, and I'm going to show you how you're going to look like a crazy person to baddie. Okay, so now I've done the cream contour, I'm going to go in with another brush, just like literally I bought these brushes from Amazon, and I'm just going to go in around the cream contour, because this will act as to set the base, kind of. So you just go in with that and go through all of the bits that you've just contoured, go in with the shadow contour, because it will just kind of set everything. Okay, now what I normally go and do is I take my concealer again, and I just kind of like, before I bake, I just go in with the concealer just to carve it out like this, right? Just carve it out, because like I said, you know, it can get a little bit, when you're using a brush like that, it can get a little bit messy. So if you carve it out, you know, you can get that definition. And I also like to go in a tiny bit more, just so it literally is so seamless. She is blended. Can you see how chiseled that is now? So now I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier powder, translucent, and I'm just going to bake my face, because in this heat, girl, you cannot survive without baking. So I just put it into the lid like that, and then I get my beauty blender, and I just kind of like take it. I start off just going down my nose, because you want to. I just go off like with my nose like this, because you want to like make your nose, you want to start the contouring process of your nose now. And the way that you do that is just taking the powder and just putting it along the sides, like that, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, like, I bake underneath, I bake here, I bake here, and I bake here. So I'm going to go off camera and do that now, and then I'll come back. I've fully baked, and as you can see, my face is looking very structurally defined right now, and as I've said before, the kind of whole point of baking is that it just gives you that flawless finish and it sets absolutely everything in place. And in photos, honestly guys, it looks so bomb. So try and bake and take your time with it as well. So now we're going to do eyes, and I'm going to be using the Ace Beauty palette. Oh guys, this is so gorgeous, by the way. Look how beautiful this palette is. So I'm going to be doing a very brown, kind of warm toned eye look. It's going to be quite bold because we're going all out, we're going Insta baddie, so it's going to be quite bold. So I'm just taking this brush and I'm going to go in with this orangey shade here. And I'm going to place that on the outer part of my eye. So just start very, very gently and just go in. Really build up the colour, so don't put tons on your brush and just shove it on. Really build it up, so just put a little bit on and then just kind of smoke it out like this, because that way it will look so fully blended and flawless and you won't look like a clown. There's so many times I've rushed my makeup, especially when it comes to reds, oranges, blues. You really can't rush those colours, you just have to take your time with it. So just go in like this, start on the outer. I'm still using that same colour, by the way, that same orangey, dark orangey toned shade, okay? And just going in on the outers like that. The next thing you want to do is you want to take this smaller brush. It doesn't matter what one you use, just use something that's a bit smaller. And I'm going in with a darker brown now, so I used that one before and I'm going in with the darker brown. And I'm just going to go back in to the outer part, but focus it on the bottom. Don't spread it all the way up, just focus it on the bottom part of your outer. You can bring it up slightly, but I don't recommend going all the way because the whole point is that you want to create that nice seamless transition. Okay, now once you've done that, you want to take a brush that has a little bit more of like a flat shape. So if you compare these two brushes, this one's much thinner, this one's much fatter, and the whole point of the fat one is that it just blends everything out. So you want to use that to blend the colours so it's not so harsh. Oh, the lighting's really bad, sorry, but you get the gist. Yeah, so you just want to blend it like this so that it's so seamless, like you can't even see where the dark joins to the light. And if you really want, I sometimes do this, if I'm not that happy with it, I'll just kind of go back in very, very carefully because you don't want to undo all that hard work. Just go back in with the darker shade and just like, you know, get that ombre effect. Okay, right, now, next step is to do the shimmer. So I'm going to put some gold shimmer in the middle. It's kind of like a yellowy gold. It's just this one down here, there, which is beautiful. I'm going to go in with that and just put it in. I'm going to do this eye like that. You can't really see it very well on camera. Like that, and it just brings a whole other vibe to your eye look. So now we're going to go on to the bottom part of your eye. So what I recommend now is you wipe off your bake. The way I do this is I just get this big fluffy brush and I literally just wipe everything off. And the reason I do it now is because when you're doing your under eye makeup and you've got powder there, it just kind of mixes, all of it mixes up, so you want to just get rid of your bake now. and then move on to the bottom part of your eye. Okay, so it's just as simple as that really, you just literally wipe it all off. Okay, so now I'm going to take a black eyeliner, and before I start with the eyeshadow, I'm going to put my eyeliner all underneath, and I'm going to do it quite heavily. Eyeliner on both eyes. Now what you want to do is go back in with that really, really medium brown here, and you want to just smoke it out. So now we're almost done with the eyes, but I'm basically going to put mascara on the top and the bottom. And I use this mascara by Maybelline, which I know is really controversial. It's so controversial. Like, people say it's really thick, people say it's too clumpy. I personally love it. I think it looks amazing, and I think it comes off really well as well, because sometimes you struggle to get them off with a makeup wipe, but I really like this mascara. So I'm going to go in with that. And then I'm going to go in with these tatty lashes off camera. Baby girl, you're bad. I love you when you see it. Have you got a man or not? Lashes are on, and I'm literally so in love with them. I think they're gorgeous. I've never used them before, but yeah, they feel really good. They feel very comfortable, and they're perfect and fluttery. So anyway, I'm going to go on to highlight now. Sometimes you can keep this matte. If you really want to give it like a really matte look, you can go matte. But I think in the sun and in the summer, a highlight just brings a beautiful glow. So I'm using the Primark palette, the Primark Glow palette. And I'm going to use this kind of flattish brush. And I'm just taking this shade here and just wiping it all there. And then I just put it on the high points of my cheekbone. Can you see? Like, that is so beautiful, isn't it? And it's literally, I've had this palette for 3 years from Primark, back in my uni days when I was a broke bee. But I think it's so gorgeous. So you put it on your cheeks, and then I like to put it on the inner corner. The highest point of your brow bone. And can you just see the beautiful glow? And then I also put it on my nose, so I put it down here. Do you remember when we baked earlier? On the nose here. When you put the highlight on, it just makes your nose look so snatched. Can you see that glow? And then I also put it just above my Cupid's bow here. Highlight is all done. I'm going to move on to lips. So first of all, I've just got Vaseline on at the moment. I always put Vaseline on before I do my looks. And I just go in with a simple makeup, a simple makeup wipe. And I just wipe off all the Vaseline. I use quite a few products on my lips, and I'm going to be doing an entire video of nude lip colours for brown skin tones, which I'm really excited about actually, because it's always been a struggle for brown skin. It's so hard to find like a perfect nude. But I've got your back, because I have experimented and experimented, and I found the perfect nude, so I'm going to put that on now. So now I've overlined my lips, and I'm going to go in with 2 shades. This first lovely light brown colour, and then secondly is this darker one. When I do my very in-depth lip tutorial, I'll go through all of the names and the colours and the brand and all that kind of stuff, but for now I'll just put it on and show you what it looks like. Okay, so the lips are done. At the moment it looks a bit shiny, but it will dry matte. And can you just see how like perfectly nude it is for brown skin? Like, it just looks so nice when it's properly matte dried. So anyway, that's the makeup completely done, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically put my hair down. I washed it today. And I'm just going to put it down. Normally I would straighten it, but for now I'm kind of going through a phase where I just really want my hair to just be like soft and not so dried out. So I'm trying to not straighten it as much, but do you know what, guys? I need to straighten it. I literally, it's the humidity, like.
It's the humidity!
No, I'm going to straighten this. Okay, I'm going to straighten this. And then I'll come back and I will show you the final look. She's from the go, yeah. She's from the go. So I straightened my hair. I put these really nice gold hoops in. I'm wearing this top that's kind of like ribbed, and then it's got this strappy bit here, which is really cute. And also I'm going to cut my hair, by the way. It's really long and I'm going to cut it in my next video. So if you want to see how my hair looks when it's shorter, then like and subscribe.
I'm just trying to hit a beat, never know.